What's good, YouTube man? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all having a very blessed day, as I'm blessed you are here watching my video. I'm back from being sick. I have a lot of catching up to do. We have a lot of talking about basketball to do. I am not going to miss a day just because I was sick. I'm going to cover each and every single day I have missed. Of course, we're going to shove multiple days into one video to make this go by faster to catch up. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. January 27th slate of basketball. Starting off first, we got Lakers versus Hornets game. Key point from this game, Anthony Davis went absolutely freaking ballistic, man. Anthony Davis went absolutely ballistic. 42 points, 23 rebounds on 60% shooting. And it's the Hornets, but still an NBA team, and that is an absolutely ridiculous stat line, bro. LeBron also did his thing. Austin Reeves did all right, but bro literally had 30% of the team's points this game. And that's just an absolutely monster game. On the Hornets side, Miles Bridges had 26 points. LaMelo Ball with only 7 points with 8 minutes of play. But none of that matters because I just wanted to talk about that absolutely ballistic Anthony Davis game. Zion Williamson has finally decided to play basketball versus the Toronto Raptors. He drops 31 points, 7 rebounds, and still loses to the Raptors. This game was probably the healthiest we have seen the Pelicans all year. Still no Brandon Ingram, but Trey Murphy played, CJ McCollum played, DeJounte Murray played, Zion played, just no Brandon Ingram. CJ McCollum had 22 points, DeJounte Murray had 21.7 rebounds and 8 assists. And then, of course, Zion with 31 points, and they still lost to the Raptors, which is crazy. The bench did nothing. The Pelicans bench did absolutely nothing. But Scotty Barnes with a near 21-point triple-double. He had 21, 11, and 8. Jakob Poeltl with 21 and 14. RJ Barrett with 17, 6, and 6. This was pretty much just battle of the bad. The Raptors are now 14 and 32, and the Pelicans are 12 and 35. Just very, very bad. But the Pelicans are only that record because their whole team has been out, and now their team is back, and they still lose. This Magic versus Orlando... No, what did I just say? I meant this Miami Heat versus Orlando Magic game, Battle of the Florida, went to double OT, where the Miami Heat came out on top. Tyler Hero went crazy with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 12 assists. Should he be an all-star? Let me know. I don't think he should be. He's near all-star, maybe injury replacement, but I don't think he should be an all-star. But still, that's a great stat line. And this game went to double OT. I was fortunate enough to be able to catch this game live. And a double overtime game is always going to be entertaining. And as a person who loves and has a passion for the game of basketball, I don't care what two teams are playing. I will always watch an overtime game. I will always watch a close fourth quarter game, no matter what team it is. But Kel'el Ware, is that how you say his name? With 19 points and 10 rebounds. With how this rookie class is, where the rookie rankings have been changing weekly, if he keeps playing like this, he could very well win Rookie of the Year. Let alone he probably is going to make all-rookie first team. But great game by the Miami Heat. No Jimmy Butler, obviously. The Orlando Magic, Franz Wagner drops 29 points. Paolo Banchero drops 17 points. Both of those guys still slowly coming back from injury. But let alone they gave the Heat some work. This was mainly the bench. Tristan Da Silva, another rookie, with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. So yes, a very entertaining game, and that is why I covered it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about an even more entertaining game. The Houston Rockets versus the Boston Celtics, where the Houston Rockets win off of an Thompson game winner.
Type of shots. Now 4.3 to go. Thompson on Brown into the lane. Got the shot. Oh! 0.7 to go. Thompson gets
floater. He had 33 points, 9 rebounds, and shot 68% from the field. Man, let me tell you, this boy, Thompson, is looking special. Absolutely special. Athletic freak, defensive player, scorer. If he gets his shot down, it's GG's, bro. Prime Ben Simmons, but better and with a jump shot. Dylan Brooks with 36 points and 10 three-pointers. Celtics, bro. Boston fans, I feel for you, man. How does it feel that every single time you play somebody, the bench role player, whoever X Factor, has the best game of their career against you? You know how it feels with Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin. So Dylan Brooks has something against the Celtics, man, because nobody else did anything. Jalen Green with 12 points on 23% shooting. Sengun with 11 points. And nobody off the bench had more than 8 points. So shout out Thompson and Dylan Brooks for whooping the Celtics. And the Celtics nobody on the Celtics did really anything except for Jaylen Brown with 28 points. Shout out Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum with a stinker on 35% shooting on 14 shot attempts. So shout out to the Rockets, who are now 31-14, beating the Celtics, making the Celtics 32-15. All right, that is going to be it for January 27th. Let's go ahead and jump into January 28th slate of basketball. And there were only 4 games today. The only game I want to talk about is Bucks versus Trailblazers. Damian Lillard return home. And I just want to start off by saying, save Giannis, bro. Please, somebody help and save Giannis. 39 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, and a loss to the Portland Trailblazers. It's getting bad, man. Damian Lillard had an okay game with 20 points and 6 assists on 41% shooting. It's not a great Dame game, but outside of Damian Lillard, help. Giannis needs help. Help, bro. This Bucks team is so inconsistent. It is unbelievable. First, Giannis and Dame both drop 40. Sometimes they win off of that. Sometimes they lose. Sometimes Bobby Portis will drop 30 and then he's going to drop 9 the next game. You never really know with this Bucks role players, but shout out to the Trailblazers, man, for beating the Bucks. Denny Avdija with 30 points, 9 rebounds. Anthony Simons with 25 points. Shaedon Sharpe with 17 points off the bench. This is a great young team, and I'm really looking forward to see how they grow and how much better they can get, because there are some players on this team I really like Shaedon Sharpe, Scoot Henderson, and Anthony Simons. I really like those guys, and I'm looking forward to see how they do. I already talked about the Bucks, but yeah, the Blazers are 18-29. That's not even that terrible of a record for a bad team. And the Bucks are now 26-19. And yeah, that is it for January 28th. Only one game to speak about. All right, and finally, ending off with January 29th. This is a big day. This might take a while to talk about. Let's go ahead and get it started, man. Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks has officially been ruled out for the rest of the season. This is a big hit for the Atlanta Hawks. This man could have very well been an all-star. I think he should have been an all-star. He was almost averaging an 18-point triple-double. I feel so bad for Hawks fans, man. You get rid of DeJounte Murray. You guys have been mid for the past 5 years. You made the conference finals 1 year, and Trae Young literally had to play his ass off for that. I don't know how much longer Trae Young's going to be staying on this team. I really don't. We're going to have to wait and see. Trae Young could very well go to a San Antonio Spurs or a Miami Heat-like team. But we will see, man. We will just see. I don't think the Hawks are going to be doing nothing for the rest of the season now that their second best player is gone. The most I can see them doing is a play-in 9 or 10th seed, but Besides that, they're not going to the playoffs. If they go to the playoffs, they're a first-round exit. It's that simple. The Wizards have lost 20 straight games. The Wizards have lost 20 straight games with this loss to the Raptors. And as a Jordan Poole fan, this is detrimentally heartbreaking for me. I would rather have Jordan Poole be on any team except for the Washington Wizards. Literally any team except for the Wizards. Like, please, bro. Please leave. And Jordan, and he doesn't even want to leave because he gets to do whatever he wants to do here. He gets to shoot as many shots as he wants. He gets to do whatever he wants because they're freaking 6. They're freaking 6-40, bro. They're 6-40. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's whatever, man. I'm just happy he got to get a championship at least with Steph, because now he's in the gulag forever. I don't know when Jordan's gonna leave. I seriously don't. But no matter what, I will always have to support the Wizards because JP3 Pool Party is on that team. And yeah, man, 20-game losing streak. This was something very interesting that I wanted to talk about. This Sacramento Kings starting 5, every single player, except for Sabonis, but he had 13 points. But every single player in the starting lineup had over 15 points. Fox with 19, Monk with 21, DeRozan with 19, and Keegan Murray with 17, and they still lost. There was not a single player off the bench with over 7 points. They lost to the 76ers, who have been relatively bad, and you could not ask for anything more from that starting 5, bro. So that was very interesting, and they lost badly. They lost by 13. What more needs to be done, Kings? It is time to make some moves because your bench is awful. Remember a couple videos ago when I talked about the Clippers with such high praise? I said they have a big 3 with James Harden, Norman Powell, and Zubac. Well, guess what? They're getting even more praise now because frick a big 3, man. They have a big 4 now. Kawhi Leonard is back, and they beat the San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi Leonard with 27 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Zubac with 21 points and 22 rebounds. Norman Powell with 27 points and 8 rebounds. And James Harden with 21 points and 11 assists. That is ridiculous. 4 players with over 20 points, and each of them had like stats everywhere else. Absolutely crazy, bro. And Nicholas Batum still contributed off the bench. This Clippers team is better than I thought they would be. I didn't think Kawhi Leonard was going to play at all. I didn't think Norman Powell would be averaging 24 points per game. I didn't think Zubac would be top 5 in rebounds in the league. I didn't think Harden was going to be freaking top 5 in assists. But shout out to the Clippers, man. Love to see them thriving after losing Paul George. They look even better now that PG-13 is gone, and you love to see it, man. They are now 27-20, which is a very good record in the West. I would like to give all the props and applause to PJ Washington, who has been going crazy since our team has pretty much injured. And yes, I say our team because I'm a Mavericks fan, but 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists in this 1-point win against the Pelicans. Everybody else contributed, but I just wanted to shout out PJ Washington for absolutely stepping it up. I think he's been averaging a double-double for these past few games and has been going crazy. But Klay Thompson had a good game. Kyrie with 25, 9, and 6. Shout out Kyrie, who's really going to have to take over since Luka is gone. But yeah, just shout out PJ Washington, man. Even though the Pelicans aren't a great team, they were a great team this game because they had all their players healthy. Like Trey Murphy had 32 points, Zion had 29, CJ had 23, and DeJounte had 27. This is the closest, this is the closest we've ever seen the Pelicans healthy. Just no Brandon Ingram. So yeah, Mavericks were now 26-22, and I will take it out west. And speaking of Trey Murphy, man, I wanted to talk about him because he has been playing out of his mind. He's been playing very well with all the players being injured, and even with all the players being back, he is still playing very good. And I really just wanted to give Trey Murphy a round of applause for how he has been playing. He's probably if the Pelicans end up rebuilding, I say build around Trey Murphy, man. Trade Zion, get rid of Brandon Ingram for sure. Maybe keep DeJounte Murray, but Trey Murphy, he's got to stay. Anthony Edwards still owns the Phoenix Suns. Anthony Edwards in the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Suns, and Ant had 33 points and 7 rebounds. He has been 6-0 against the Suns since the playoffs, and he has just been going crazy, man. Kevin Durant with 33 points and Devin Booker with 28 points, but it's not enough to stop your father, bro. Ant owns KD. Ant owns KD, bro. The Timberwolves are now 26-21, and the Suns are now 24-22. Suns, y'all gotta do some stuff, bro. It's not gonna work. Y'all are gonna be a first round exit again if you don't make anything happen. And Timberwolves, I'm gonna keep saying this every video, bro. Just trade Julius Randle. Julius Randle is not a good fit next to Anthony Edwards. And our final game of the day is going to be Warriors versus Thunder, where the Warriors beat the Thunder behind an Andrew Wiggins masterclass. 27 points on 59% shooting. And Stephen Curry had an okay game with 21 points on 40% shooting. Still at 5 3-pointers though. Gary Payton with 15 points and 9 rebounds. And they beat the Thunder when Shai Gilgeousalexander drops 52 points. They beat Shai on 52! 50! And J-Dub had 26. Freaking Gary Payton yammed. He yammed that shit on him, bro.
7-point game. Schroeder driving, gives it up the paint. Oh my goodness, the facial.
Who was that? Was that on Isaiah Hartenstein? I don't know, bro, but Gary Payton killed you, bro. That was one of the nastiest dunks I've ever seen. But shout out the Warriors, man. That was a very, very much needed win for the Warriors, who are now 24-23, and the Thunder are now 37-9 still. Like, bro, if they won every single game for the rest of the season, they still are tied with the greatest record of all time. Some other things to talk about before we end the video. Stephen Curry won USA International Male Athlete of the Year. I can't even express to you how deserved that is. The man who saved America. And James Harden is now 13th all-time in assists. He has passed Rod Strickland and now has 7,988 career assists. He is about 600 away from passing Andre Miller. I don't think he does it this season, but next season he will. This season he's going to stay 13th, I believe, unless he goes crazy. He's either going to stay where he's at, or he's going to finish top 12 all time in assists. So yeah, that's 3 days in one video. I'm going to have to do it again to keep catching up, but we love basketball, man. I'm back from being sick. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. The links will be in the description, man. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. God bless. Amen.